Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video, and welcome to another TungHori unboxing video. As you can see here, I have this package in front of me all the way from China, and I also have another one of these as well, much smaller one. Inside here I think we've got 7 figures, and then I've got another 2 as well, and then some info around some figures that I missed out on, which I'm really gutted about. But let's open up this box first and see who's inside and check out the figures, check out the condition and the paint apps on them and everything, because as you know, TungHori is basically a website where you can pick up maybe sort of like factory defect figures. I've really had a really good experience with them. Very few times have I got a figure with like a defect on it. I think I once got a figure with 2 left hands or left feet or something. Other than that, my figures have always been pretty good. You know, it can be anything that makes it a defect, from like a loose arm or slight paint apps defect, something like that. So anyway, let's check these out and see which ones I picked up. Okay then, so let's open up the box, and they always come nicely bubble wrapped and everything. So we'll just remove that, and actually what we'll do is we'll get the box out of the way completely and just put them all in front of you, and then you can see which ones I've picked up. Alright then, so as you can see, I went a bit Astromech crazy, and a few of them came up on TungHori, and I just couldn't pass them up for the price they were at. And I'm getting a nice sort of droid collection now, so I'm quite happy that I've got these. And most of them are from the Phantom Menace, and the other 2 are R2D2s. And then we've got a couple of other figures as well. And then the 2 figures that I've got to show you after these ones from TungHori are nothing to do with Astromech Droids whatsoever. In fact, they're both from Return of the Jedi. Right, so first up, let's take a look at this one here. We have G8R3 from the Phantom Menace. Now this one was available in a line called the Discover the Force line, I believe. It was the sort of line that had the Darth Maul packaging with the 3D glasses on. I think it was a Walmart exclusive. And yeah, so this one he's quite loose. So maybe that's why this one didn't make the grade or whatever. He's quite loose, but the paint apps on him look pretty decent. This was one of the droids on the Starship, I believe, from the Phantom Menace. I think he was one of those guys anyway, and he looks pretty cool. This looks like it uses the same mold as the R5D4 figure. You can tell it's got the hole there, and it has the same antenna. So this is pretty much an R5D4 repaint. He has the center leg there, so he's pretty cool. Phantom Menace, that's pretty cool. And we do have 2 others from the Phantom Menace. Now these came in the pack, I think it was a Toys R Us pack, Movie Heroes line, again with the Darth Maul packaging. And this guy is called R2R9, and as I said, from the Phantom Menace, once again from the Starship. And he has that little turny thing there. And he's one of these ones that has the top there, so when the light goes through there, you can see him glow up. You can just see that glowing up there through the light. So pretty cool droid, once again for the Phantom Menace, and that leg's a bit stiff and this one's a little bit loose. So as I say, this is often the way with TungHori. There is always something wrong with them, even if you can't necessarily see firsthand what that is. Next up we have R2B1. He was another droid from the Starship. I think it's a 4-pack of droids, wasn't it? This one does not have the light at the top. This is just your standard builder droid figure, blue and yellow. And again, I think, yeah, if you look, he's got his legs on backwards. So let's see if we can fix that. Is this actually going to work? So he had his legs on backwards. That was a bit funny. There you go. So another builder droid. So there's your 3 Phantom Menace droids. All 3 of those were on the Starship, I think. Although these 2 came in together with a 4-pack, and this guy was on his own in that Discover the Force line. Next up I have an R2D2. This is the Dagobah training R2D2. I think this was, I want to say Legacy Collection. And this is the one with the, I think if we spin his head, does his leg move up and down? Maybe not. Potentially it does, but maybe it's broken. I don't know. See, look, this leg is not working. Let's see if we can push that back up there. I don't know if that's supposed to work like that or not, but this is the Dagobah training one. You can see he's all muddy. Not a great droid, is it? Because that leg doesn't go all the way up there, which is a bit of a shame. But he's, you know, this is supposed to be the swamp effect, basically, on this droid. So I just thought I'd get it, just to get another R2 in my collection. I've got so many different R2s now, and it'll be good to maybe do a comparison video of them one day. But, oh, dropped him there. Yeah, it'd be good to maybe do a comparison one day of them all. But that is R2 Dagobah. And then we have this one. I thought this was really weird. I think this was so cheap on TungHori. I don't even think this was like $5. It might have been like $4.99 or something. Now, this is supposed to be the Yavin R2D2. This is obviously after he's all been shot up and everything from when he took the hit in the X-Wing. But, you know, I really don't like this. I just got it really just to have in the collection. You can see there, all his panels are open. They can't be closed. And these panels are like really, really white. So they've got no weathering on them whatsoever, but the rest of him has. And you can see all the sort of the wiring and mechanisms inside R2D2 there. You can see his head where it's been blown up a little bit. Battle damage on there. I hope you can see these in the light. So there you go. That's, yeah, R2D2. And this is one of the ones where you're supposed to turn his head. And there you go. That one does actually go all the way up, so that's pretty cool. So I think that's probably a different mold to that one. But we'll unscrew that now, and then you've got that sort of leg in the middle there. Does that come out anymore? Yeah, it does. There we go. So I've got 5 Astromech droids in this pack. One more droid. This is a protocol droid. Now this is TC70, I believe. This is Jabba's protocol droid. I can't actually remember if I ever saw him in Return of the Jedi, but I'm pretty sure that this droid is a builder droid, that you got the pieces for him in the, what was it, the cancelled Legacy Collection, I think. I'm pretty sure it is in there anyway. Could be wrong, it might have been the standard Legacy Collection, but you basically got all the parts for him like this, and then you built him up. I do have lots of the other parts from figures that I've opened over the years, but I never have got to complete him. So I just thought, whatever, I'll buy him complete on TungHori, nice and cheap. And yeah, he doesn't really do a lot, but yeah. Let me know where this guy actually appears in Return of the Jedi. Do you actually ever get to see him in the film? I think he gets talked about, doesn't he? Don't they mention that, you know, Jabba's previous protocol droid gets decommissioned or something, and that's why they need C-3PO, something like that, I seem to remember. But do you actually ever get to see him? And finally, from this delivery, anyway, we've got a figure that I thought was really weird that popped up, especially since they, I think, didn't they pipeline this figure in the Black Series? This is Padme in the Theed Palace outfit. One that, you know, we could really do in the Vintage Collection, actually. And she's got a bit of articulation. It's unfortunately, she's only got the swivel shoulders, but she does have hinges at the wrists. And that is about it. No knees or anything. So it's a pretty poor figure. But I thought just for, you know, standing there purposes, she looks pretty good. She comes with this, which I think should have some kind of string in there, which then attaches to this. That's her, like, harpoon gun. And then she has this little blaster here, which I thought was a pretty cool blaster, actually. So maybe, you know, if anything, it's good for the accessory. But yeah, apart from that, not really a great figure. But I just thought it was a bit strange that she popped up on TungHori, you know, and she had been pipelined in the Black Series. So I thought it was just a bit weird that, you know, the Phantom Menace was all of a sudden available on TungHori. But there you go, with that thing on her back. Bit of a weird figure, this one, but once again, I think this was the Movie Heroes line, that Darth Maul packaging. She's not going to stand up. I'm not going to attempt to either. So, and then we have another delivery. Now this is a bit of a strange one, this one, because an Ewok appeared on TungHori, a pretty rare Ewok. I think he's from that large sort of Toys R Us pack. I think maybe you even got 8 Ewoks in there. I think it was an 8-pack anyway. And this one is Nanta. Now let me just get this one out for you so you can see. Pretty cool Ewok. He's black and grey striped, and with all of the 40th anniversary stuff for Return of the Jedi has been coming out, I'm always up for more Ewoks, basically. Now, the disappointing thing about this is that I bought this one, and obviously I didn't want to pay postage just for one figure, so I ordered another figure as well, which I'll show you in a second. But then while I was in Nashville at the ICCC, Lumat showed up on TungHori, which is like so expensive on the secondary market, and I really wanted that one, but I didn't want to pay $30, I think he wanted for that one. $30 and then another like $11 shipping. I didn't want to pay over $40 for Lumat. But then another Ewok from that pack, from the same pack that this guy came from, called Flitchy, I think he's called. Really nice Ewok as well. That one came up, and if that one had come up at the same time, I would have ordered both and paid the shipping, but unfortunately he didn't. So I sort of ummed and ahed about Lumat, and then by the time Flitchy came up, Lumat was sold out, so then I didn't want to buy Flitchy on his own. And then at some point both of them were available, but I just wasn't quick enough to get them, so I was really disappointed not to get Lumat. But hey, they also had Chief Chirper on there from the Saga collection, but I've already got Chief Chirper, so I didn't need him. But this one's pretty cool. I'm glad to get this Ewok. He's a really good one, actually. He looks really good. Nice paint apps on him and everything. Different to anything that I've got in my collection already, so I'm happy with that. So the figure that I ordered with him to make it sort of cost effective was this guy. Let me just get him out of the packaging. And it is Nien Nunb. Now, we are getting him reissued, and this guy was on TungHori, and then he was sold out, and then he appeared again, and he was there, so I just got him with the Ewok. And you can pretty much see probably why this one failed the grade. It's got a bit of paint mark on his vest there, so that's probably why this one didn't make the grade. I know criticisms of this figure have always been that he's not tall enough and things like that, but I'm just happy to have him in my collection, and obviously when the reissue comes out, then I can do a comparison video, which I wouldn't have been able to do before. He is fully articulated. He has the shoulders, elbows, only swivel hips, unfortunately, and those were a little bit loose as well, so maybe that's another reason why he didn't make the grade. And then he has the knee joints there, and does he have ankle joints? I don't think he does. They're covered in those anyway. So and he does come with the accessories that he does come with actually when you buy him on card. So he has his single blaster there, which I imagine will fit into the holster pretty well, like so. Yes, it does. And then he also comes with this really like heavy blaster. I don't think I've ever seen this blaster included with any other figure. It's the first time that I've had it anyway. So he comes with that as well. So there you go then, that is my haul. Let's just get a bit of a close-up there. That's my haul from TungHori. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Astromech droids. We have a protocol droid. We have the Padme from the Theed Hangar, which is a bit of a rubbish figure, I've got to be honest. We also have the Nanta Ewok. Wish I could have got Lumat and Flitchy. And then we have Nien Nunb there, so we can do the comparison when the reissue one arrives. So there you go then, guys. That's my haul from TungHori. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support means a great deal to me as always, and we shall see you on the next one.